Welcome to lesson 4.10. In this lesson we're going to learn how to assign macros to a button and to the quick access toolbar. In the previous lesson we learned how to record a macro. We recorded one that formats all my main headings in dark blue white text, and we also did one where we grouped dates in years in a pivot table. So let's start by looking at this particular one. Here is my pivot table. I've already done it, but I'm going to show you how to do it. In your Developer tab, you have an option called Insert, and these form control buttons are the buttons we're going to use. In this particular case, we're going to use this one over here, which is an option button. And I'm going to drag one out, and then I'm going to adjust it so that it says years. What we haven't done yet is assign the macro to the button. So in order to do that, let's right click, assign the macro, and I'm going to choose years. There it is, and OK. Right, let's test if it works. Click in my pivot table, select years, and there we are. So I would record a separate macro for quarters and months and years at this stage. Let's have a look at any other options. I might record a macro, for example, let's put a sheet right in the front, almost like a menu-driven system where if you click on a button it takes you to a certain spreadsheet. For example, let me record a macro. I'm just going to call it Go, and I'm going to it just needs to work in this workbook only, and go OK. And I'm just going to record myself going there to that cell over there, for example. And I'm going to stop recording. Now in that sheet in the front, I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to drag out a button. And I'm going to assign the Go macro to that. You can right click on it, which allows you to get into the button. And let's just say this was taking me to my trial balance sheet. And so you would have a series of these buttons directing you to all the different parts of the spreadsheet, even to graphs, etc., etc. So if I click there now, it will jump me into that cell, into that particular sheet. So those are your buttons. There's you could have a drop-down combo box if you wanted to as well, and assign something to that. You could have your scroll bars up and down. These various different ones here. I quite like the option box in macros. The other thing that I want to show you is how you assign a macro to the quick access toolbar to a button. Now you'd mostly use that one when you need that macro to work in all open spreadsheets, any new spreadsheet, etc. So let's start by putting some headings in here. And if you remember, in our previous exercise we did a heading style that's a certain color, font, etc. So in order to assign that macro now to this quick access toolbar, let's click on the arrow, more commands. Over here I drop down the macros command, and over here you will find, where's our heading one, over there. I'm going to quickly add it to the quick access toolbar. I could even modify it and put a different picture on if I wanted to. And OK. And I'll now have a new icon at the top of my quick access toolbar. Let's see if that works. There you go. I could even say Control N for new, and that would give me a brand new blank spreadsheet. And let's see if it works over here. Those are my headings there. And the reason why it works in all open spreadsheets was initially when I said record macro, I said personal macro workbook, which means it works in all of them. And so that's how you assign a macro to a button and to the quick access toolbar.